No. That works. Okay. All right. So we've got about 5 minutes before we're going to be getting started. I mentioned it in the email, but we're going to be using a strap tonight. So literally anything can stand in for a strap. You've got your standard yoga straps with the buckles. And then you can also just use a belt. If you don't have a strap, you can use a towel. You can use the waistband from your bathrobe. If you have a like Velcroed strap that you put around your mat to carry it in and out of the studio, that can be a really good stand-in. So just make sure that before we get started, you've got something available to you that is strappy. All right, so we've got about 3 minutes, you guys. I'm thinking, let me see, 1, 2, 3. So we've got 4 more people who were on the invite list that haven't signed in yet. So I'm going to give them those few minutes to get in. If you guys want to be, if you guys want to be, excuse me, if you want to follow along with my playlist, I sent out the link to it in the email with the invite. I'll tell you when to push play. So if you're playing it from your phone or from a Bluetooth speaker, just make sure that you've got the play button at least relatively close so that we can start it-ish on the same time. Hi, Maria. All right, so if you happen to just join, make sure that you have a strap or something strappy close by. So it doesn't have to be a yoga strap. It can be literally anything that you can loop around one ankle and hold in the hand and bridge a gap, because we are going to be opening up our hips today and working into a pose that I really love, but that is really involved with what's going on in the body. It's compass pose. So we're going to attempt compass pose tonight, and having a strap close by really makes that a little bit more approachable for many, many bodies. So that's our ultimate goal, for everyone to feel like they're getting something good in their lives today on their mat. So props are super helpful in that pursuit. All right, I think that's everybody. Let me just double check one last time. Missing one, right? Yeah. All right. Well, since it is 8:30, I want to go ahead and get started. I want to be as respectful of everybody's time as we possibly can be. So keep your strap or stand in for your strap close by. And then if you're following along with the playlist that I linked in my invite email, you can go ahead and keep whatever you're going to be playing that off of close. And we are going to begin this evening in a child's pose. So coming down to your mat, take your knees open wide to the right and left sides of your mat. Sort of bring your big toes to kiss behind your bum, and then start to sink your hips back to your heels, finding a nice openness through your hips and a lengthening of your spine. Let your forehead come down to the earth. And then start to extend your arms long out in front of you, palms press actively into the ground, and then feel your shoulders start to draw down your back away from your ears. So even though we're here in a child's pose, which in many instances is a rest pose, I want you to already start feeling the power that exists within this particular pose. Feel your palms as they press actively into the earth. And with that press of your palms, can you start to shift your booty a little bit further back, a little bit closer to your heels? Take a deep breath in here through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. If you would like to play today's playlist, go ahead and push play on that guy now. Letting your forehead be heavy on the earth. Continue to breathe here in and out through your nose, maintaining that really deep inhale, letting your rib cage expand, letting the ribs of your back rise. And that long controlled exhale, using the strength of your belly, your diaphragm, to express as much air from your lungs as you can. Inflating, expanding on the breaths in. Using your abdominal muscles to press those breaths out, feeling the strength of this pose. And then from this active child's pose, we'll start to cultivate together our Ujjayi breath, our yogic, heat-building, victorious breath all together. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh the exhale out. Keep pressing into your palms. Inhale through the nose. Once again, rib cage expands, ribs of your back lift. Open mouth, exhale, send it out. One more time, in through the nose. Taking in as much air as you can at the top of your breath. Hold right there. Taking one more little sip of air. Feel your lungs at their fullest. Open your mouth, sigh your exhale out, finding that vibration at the back of your throat. Once again, seal your lips, breathe in through your nose. This time, leave your lips sealed and exhale through your nose, recreating that same sound, that same intensity. Slow and steady, breathe in as you walk your fingertips a little bit further forward. Exhale, walk both of your hands over to the right side of your mat. And maybe you bring your left hand to rest on top of your right. Allow your neck to remain soft, your head heavy. And then press your left hip back towards your left heel. Feel that stretch all the way through your side body. Inhale back through center. Reach your hands long to the top edge of your mat. Exhale, change sides. Walk your hands over to the left, perhaps bringing your right hand to rest on your left. Pull back through your hips. Find that stretch now through your right side body. Imagine that as you breathe in, you can send a little bit more breath into that right lung. Inhale as you come back through center. Make your way up to a tabletop. Draw your hands back underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees a little closer so they're directly below your hips. Spread your fingers wide here. Press down through your fingerprints, your base knuckles. Inhale, cow pose. Soften your belly, lift your tailbone, look up high. Exhale, cat, round your spine, chin to chest. Draw your belly in. Inhale, cow pose. Let your belly soften, arch your low back, look up high. Exhale, cat, reverse the movement, chin to chest. Tuck your tailbone, push through your palms. Take a few more of those. Inhale, soften and arch your back. Exhale to engage and round your spine. Last two on your own. Let these movements be big, moving in communion with your slow, steady breath. At the bottom of your last exhale, come back to your tabletop. Find a nice neutral spine. From here, keep your right palm planted on the earth. Inhale, reach your left fingertips up, look high to your left thumb. Exhale to thread that left arm underneath your chest all the way through until your left ear and shoulder come down to your mat. Take a second here, make sure that your weight is even across both knees and both hips reach equally up and back. Reach your right fingertips up to the top right corner of your mat and then press up onto your fingerprints so that your palm is not on your mat. Take a slow breath in. Exhale, start to twist your gaze underneath your right armpit as you open up your chest towards the sky, getting a nice deep spinal twist here early on in the practice. Naturally, the hips try to misalign here, so can you keep pulling back through your left hip? Gently unwinding that twist a little bit, bring your right palm back in front of your face. Inhale, left fingertips reach up to the sky, look to your thumb. Exhale, swim that left hand forward before bringing it back down to the ground. Find your tabletop. Cow pose, inhale, soften your belly, look up. Cat pose, exhale, round your spine, bring your chin to your chest. Come back through neutral, this time right hand reaches up. Inhale, look towards your right thumb. Exhale, twist underneath your belly. Let that right shoulder and ear come all the way to the earth. Take a second once again to square off over your knees. Feel both hip bones reach back. And then take your left fingertips up to the top left corner of your mat. Tent through those fingertips so your palm lifts. Take a breath in. Exhale, start to twist underneath your left armpit. Feel that rotational movement in your spine. Maybe your gaze drifts up to the ceiling, and then actively try to realign those hips. yourself just a couple more breaths here, softening into this twist, maybe deepening with the breaths out if it serves you. Soften the twist just a bit in order to pull your left hand back in front of your face. Inhale, unwind, reach your right hand up into the sky, look high. Exhale, swim that right hand forward, tabletop, palm returns to the earth, cow pose. Inhale, soften your belly, look up high. Exhale, cat, round your spine, chin to chest, push the earth away through your hands. Come back into your neutral tabletop. From here, extend your right heel back behind you. All 5 toes face the earth for just a moment. Feel the leveling out of your hips. For this next movement, can you focus on keeping your hips just as level as they are here? Gently begin to externally rotate your right leg so your toes face the right side of your practice space. Try to keep that right hip dialed down so you're feeling something going on deep in that hip joint. Slow and steady, start to drag your right leg forward so your toes now face the front of your practice space. Feel what's going on through that outer right hip. Keep lifting up through your heel. Equally press into both hands. Inhale as you draw your leg back behind you. Turn your toes to face the ground. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine, tuck in through your belly. We're going to do those again, putting all those movements together. Inhale, extend your right heel back behind you. Rotate your toes outward. Exhale, draw your foot forward towards the front of your practice space. Inhale, extend that leg back behind you. Toes turn back to face the earth. Exhale, round your spine, knee to nose. One more time. Inhale, kick that right leg back behind you. Rotate your toes outward. Exhale, sweep that right foot forward. Keep your hips as level as you can. Inhale, drag that right leg back behind you. Last time. Exhale, round your spine, knee to nose. Come back to that nice long stretch. Inhale. Last time. Exhale, rotate those toes. Drag the leg forward. Hold right here. And then gently lower the arch side of your right foot to the earth. From here, can you slide that right foot out a little further away from you? And then gently start to lower your forearms down to the ground, or you can prop the forearms up on anything you've got available, blocks or a stack of books, a coffee can, whatever's gonna work here. Can you start to roll the whole sole of your right foot down so you're feeling a more active outer right leg all the way up through your IT band? Maybe you let that foot glide a little further away as you find a slightly more intense stretch to the inner line of your right thigh. Take just one more big breath in. And gently let that breath go. Come back to your palms if you are not still there. And then walk that right foot in, lift it back up, come back, long extension behind you. Inhale, tabletop, exhale, right knee to the earth. We'll do that same sequence on the other side. And since I've got a wall here, I'm gonna turn around to do it. So find your tabletop, shoulders over wrists. Slowly extend your left leg back behind you for just a moment. Pause here. All 5 of your toes are dialed down to face the earth. Can you sense the level of your hips? Try to keep them just this level. Gently rotate your left toes externally so your toes face the left side of your practice space. Keeping your hips level as you can, gently draw your left toes forward to face the front of your practice space. Pause here for a moment. Press firmly and evenly through both hands. Inhale as you draw that leg back behind you. Toes turn to face the earth. Exhale, round your spine, knee to nose, press through your palms. Inhale, extend that left leg back behind you. Rotate your toes left. Exhale, draw your left toes towards the front of your space. Inhale, take that left leg back, turn your toes back to the earth. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, extend your left leg back. Toes start to rotate left. Exhale, sweep your left leg towards the front of your space. Inhale, take that left foot back. Toes turn to face the earth. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine, tuck in through your belly. Inhale, find that stretch one more time. Rotate those toes open one more time. Drag that foot forward. Pause right here. Press down evenly through both hands. Feel that outer left hip. And then gently lower to the arch of your left foot. Start to slide your left foot away from your mat And then maybe let your elbows come down to rest on something here, be it the earth, a prop of any variety. And then once you feel that settling in of your chest, can you press the entire sole of your left foot down? Start to feel that activation through your left IT band. Taking the next couple breaths here to soften into the inner line of your left thigh. Gently make your way back up onto your palms. Left leg comes in, or left foot comes in a little closer. Lift it back up. Work that glute medius. Extend it back behind you. Inhale. Tabletop exhale. Both hands and both knees are on the earth. From here, press through your palms. Press through your fingerprints. Tuck your toes under. Pick your knees up 1 inch off the earth. Find that nice turbo tabletop. Hug your belly in tight like you were bracing to get punched. Press through your hands as your shoulder blades open east and west across your upper back. Take another big breath in. Downward facing dog. Exhale, send your hips up and back. Take a breath or two to move around in this down dog. Pedal out your feet if that feels nice. Let your hips sway side to side. Perhaps shake your head no, nod your head yes. And then find your way to stillness. Take a big breath in. Lift all the way up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, try to sink your heels down to the back edge of your mat. Do that again. Inhale, lift up to your tippy toes. Feel your tailbone rise. Exhale, press your heels down and back. Last time. Inhale, lift up to your toes. Exhale, feel your heels sink towards the back edge of your mat. Lift back up to your toes. Bend your knees and then take itty bitty baby steps all the way to your hands, finding a forward fold at the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Forward fold, exhale, release. Inhale, rise up all the way, hands to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana, grow tall. Stay for the exhale, draw your belly in, pull your shoulders down your back. Inhale, grow tall, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Pause here for a moment, press actively into both of your heels. Feel your left shoulder roll back, collarbones open, belly stays drawn towards your spine. Inhale, lift back up, switch your grip. Exhale, side bend over to your left. Same thing here, equal pressure through both of your feet. Keep your tailbone tucked, opening up through that right side body. Back through center, inhale, release your wrist. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips, melt down towards the ground. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, high plank, palms to the earth, step both feet back, hold strong and steady right there. Just like in your turbo tabletop, can you press through your hands and feel your shoulder blades spread open wide? Pull your navel in towards your spine, reach your heels back, your crown forward. You are turned on through every portion of your body here, activating in this isometric hold. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower halfway down, slow and steady, elbows squeeze ribs. Upward facing dog, inhale, lift your heart through your shoulders, press into the tops of your feet. Downward facing dog, exhale, send your hips up and back. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Step or walk to the top of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold and release. Rise up, reach up, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, stand tall. Grab that left wrist, exhale, side bend to your right. Inhale, come up through center, swap your grip. Exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale to rise, grow tall, release your wrist. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips, come down. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana, hands to the earth, step both feet back, your journey, high plank to low. Inhale, lift your chest, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale, hips to the sky. One more time, bend your knees, gaze forward. Feet to hands at the top of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, fill up. Exhale and release. Urdhva Hastasana, inhale, rise all the way up, stand tall. Grab your left wrist, exhale, side bend right. Inhale through center, lift up, switch your grip. Exhale, side bend left. Up through center, inhale, rise. Forward fold, exhale, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana, hands down, feet back, your journey, high plank to low. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a slow breath in here. And an even slower exhale. One more time, fill up. And gently empty. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Feet to hands, tops of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold and release. Chair pose, Utkatasana, sit low, reach high. Take a moment here, draw your navel in tight, feel your tailbone tuck as your pubic bone pulls up towards your chin. Weight shifts back into your heels, nice squeeze through the inner lines of both legs. Slowly start to shift your weight into your left foot. Staying bent through your left knee, begin to lift your right foot off the earth. Pull your right thigh in towards your chest. Because your spine is already tilting forward, you're already in position to sweep your hands down around and create a basket underneath the sole of your right foot. Pause here. Slow and steady. Find your focal point, your drishti. Can you start to extend your right leg out in front of you? If the knee straightens, cool. If not, also cool. You can also keep your knee bent all the way. Take one more breath in. And one more breath out. Slow and steady, lower your right foot back to the earth. Inhale, chair pose, sit your hips back. Exhale, let your hips drop a little bit deeper. This time, weight shifts into your right foot. Keep that right knee bent, staying in that chair stance. Begin to lift your left foot, pull your left thigh in towards your chest. From here, once again, swim those arms down, grab underneath the sole of your left foot, make that basket grasp. Keeping that nice lean forward in the spine, send your left heel forward if it's available. Keep whatever level of bend in that left knee you need to here. Take one more breath. Gently return your left foot to the earth. Inhale, chair pose, hips low, heart high. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips, let it go. From here, toe heel your feet out to about hips width distance. Bend your knees quite a bit here. Let your belly melt down over your thighs and really let that mid back get a good stretch. You're in a ragdoll pose here, so take any arm variation that you'd like. Perhaps you hold opposite elbows. And if you want to move in this ragdoll pose to create a little bit more dynamic lengthening in that spine, go for it. Give yourself one more breath. Find your stillness. Release your hands towards the earth. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale, palms down, feet back. Come all the way through to your downward facing dog. Take a slow breath in and a slow breath out. Three-legged dog, right heel rises, big breath in. Knee to nose, exhale, round your spine, rock forward. Inhale, kick that right heel up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine, rock forward again. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift through your right heel. Exhale, knee to nose, hold right there, feel your thigh pulling towards your abdomen. Take one more breath in. Runner's lunge, exhale, step that right foot between your hands. Slow and steady, start to shift back through your hips as your right knee straightens. Lift halfway, inhale, lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, gently melt right back down over that right leg. So you're still high up on your left toes. Give yourself one more breath here. And we'll find a little rhythm. Inhale as you bend that right knee, rock forward. Exhale, straighten your right knee, pull your hips back. Inhale to bend, shift your heart forward. Exhale, straighten your right knee, pull your hips back. One more time. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, straighten, shift back. Rebend that right knee. Press down through your right foot. Left toes to the sky, standing split. Soften through the back of your neck, let your head be heavy. If you can look down the length of your body and spot your left toes, can you make sure all of your left toes are dialed down to face the earth? Take one more breath in, lift that left heel a tiny bit higher. Runner's lunge, exhale, drop your left toes back to the back of your mat. High crescent lunge, inhale, rise up, stand nice and tall. Feel your shoulders as they stack over your hips. You're deep in that lunge through your front knee. Press down through your left toes. Feel your left hip pull forward as your right hip hugs back. Big breath in, lift through the back of your heart. Exhale, cactus your elbows, peel your chest open. Inhale, send your hands back up into the sky, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, swivel your left heel down, tee open yourself to the left side of your space. Pause for a moment here, stay deep in that front lunge, gaze out over your right fingertips. Flip your right palm to face the ceiling. Reverse warrior, inhale, take that right hand up and back. From here, take your right hand, bend your elbow so your palm comes to the space between your shoulder blades. So now you feel a good stretch through your right triceps. Pressing through that right elbow, take one more breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Keep that right hand where it is. Start to lean over your right leg, aiming to bring your right armpit to your right knee. You can do whatever you need to do with this left hand. It's sort of that awkward, you don't know what to put it or where to put it hand. Take it where you need to. Can you feel that connection between right armpit and right knee? So you're really working that right glute medius muscle. All right, now that left hand we didn't know what to do with, send it up into the air. Inhale, reach those fingertips high. Exhale, left hand comes down inside the right arch. Easy twist, right hand up into the air. Pull your navel in towards your spine. Pull back through your right hip. And then can you rotate your heart open a little higher? Take one more inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Right hand comes down, right toes step back, go high plank to low. Your journey back to downward facing dog. Holding in that inverted V shape, take a second, come back to your breath. Slow in through your nose and slow out through the nose. Inhale, left heel rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine, pull forward. Inhale, left heel back up into the air. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine, rock forward again. One more time, inhale, three-legged dog, lift high through your left heel. Exhale, round your spine, knee to nose, hold. Pull your thigh in closer, feel your shoulder blades open, fill up. Runner's lunge, exhale, step your left foot through. Slow and steady, begin to straighten out your left knee as you let your heart start to melt down. Stay lifted on your right toes. Inhale, halfway lift through your spine. Exhale, melt right back down over your left leg. Keep trying to press your left sits bone towards the back of your mat. Give yourself just one more breath here. Again, finding that little rhythm. Inhale, bend your left knee, shift forward. Exhale, straighten your left knee, pull back. Inhale, take it forward, bend the left knee. Exhale, straighten it out, pull your hips back. One more time, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, draw back. Come back into that forward shift. Keep that bend in your left knee. Inhale, standing split. Inhale, send your right heel up into the sky. Relax through the back of your neck, let your head be heavy. Once again, look down the length of your body. This time, spot your right toes. Make sure they're all facing the earth. Lift through your right hamstring. Get a tiny bit more elevation. Inhale. Right back to your runner's lunge. Exhale, right toes touch down. High crescent lunge. Inhale, rise up. Stand nice and tall. Stay through the exhale. Sink into that front knee. Pull your left hip back. Deep inhale, rise from the back of your heart. Exhale, cactus your elbows, baby back bend. Inhale, straighten your arms, lift back up. Warrior two, exhale, spin your right heel down, T open to the right of your space. Check in with your alignment. You've got the press down through both feet, looking over your left fingertips, hug your navel in. Flip that left palm to the sky, inhale, reverse warrior take, get up and back. From here, bend your left elbow, bring your palm to the space between your shoulder blades. Find that stretch through the left tricep, stay committed to that front lunge. Lift up through your left elbow, take a big breath in. Extended side angle, exhale, reach forward, try to bring your left armpit to your left knee. So it's a little bit funkier here. You're working deep into that outer left hip. Remember that funky right arm can be awkwardly placed wherever you need it to. All right, here we go. Send that right hand up into the air. Inhale. Bring it down inside your left foot. Exhale, easy twist. Left hand reaches up into the air. Look at your thumb. Take a second here. Hug your belly in tight. Pull your left hip back. Take one more inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Left hand comes down, left toes step back. Your journey back into your downward facing dog. Once you hit that inverted V shape, can you slow down and reconnect with your breath? In through the nose. This time, open your mouth, let it go. Seal your lips, breathe in. Lips stay sealed, Ujjayi, exhale out the nose. Inhale, right heel rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine, shift forward. Three-legged dog, inhale, right heel up to the sky. This time, right knee, right armpit, shift forward and tap. Inhale, three-legged dog, right heel up. Exhale, right knee to left armpit, twist under your belly. Inhale, three-legged dog, right heel up. Exhale, runner's lunge, step through your hands, skipping that little pyramid pose, standing split, left toes to the sky. Take a big breath in. Melt down through your heart, your crown, exhale. Stay for the next inhale, lift that left foot a little higher. Runner's lunge, exhale, left toes touch down, back of your mat. High crescent lunge, breathe in, rise up, stand tall. Cactus your elbows, exhale, open your heart. Inhale, come right back up, lift high. Warrior two, exhale, open up, arms to a T. Reverse warrior, inhale, right palm between your shoulder blades. Extended side angle, exhale, right armpit to right knee. Inhale, left fingertips reach to the sky. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up, easy twist. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lizard lunge. Bring that right hand down inside your right ankle. Toe heel your right foot out to the edge of your mat. And then give yourself a chance to soften into whatever expression of lizard lunge you'd like to take. Maybe your back knee comes down. Maybe you begin to lower your forearms to the earth or to a prop of some variety. And give yourself about 3 to 5 minutes here. Slow and steady, start to make your way back to your palms if you lowered to the elbows. If there's any prop on your mat, go ahead and move it out of your way. Tuck your back toes under, lift that left knee. Keep your right foot where it is. Inhale, Malasana Yogi squat. Exhale, left toes hop outside the left hand as you sink your hips nice and deep into your squat. Take a second here and move around in this squat. Feel what's going on in your hips. And then try to get your feet to a position where you can press both heels into the ground at the same time. If your hands are on the earth, that's totally okay. Or you can bring them to heart center. Either way, can you feel your tailbone pull towards the ground and the crown of your head lift up towards the ceiling overhead? Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, stand all the way up, press down through your feet, reach your hands to the sky. Forward fold, exhale, hinge at your hips, come down. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step both feet to the back of your mat, Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift through the chest, fill your lungs. Downward facing dog, exhale, hips to the sky. Take a moment here, reunite with your breath. Slow in through the nose. Slow out through the nose. Left side, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine, shift forward. Inhale, three-legged, left heel up and back. Exhale, left knee, left armpit, rock forward and tap. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift your left heel. Exhale to your right armpit, find that twist. Inhale, three-legged dog, left heel up. Exhale, runner's lunge. Step your left foot through straight into your standing split. Inhale to lift your right foot. Exhale to melt your chest down over your left thigh. Lift that right heel a tiny bit higher. Big breath in. Runner's lunge. Exhale, right toes touch down, back of your mat. High crescent. Inhale, rise up, stand tall. Baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your elbows, open your heart. Inhale, come back up, lift high. Warrior two, exhale, swivel open to your right. Reverse warrior, inhale, left palm between your shoulder blades. Exhale, extended side angle, left armpit to knee. Inhale, right hand up to the sky. Exhale, easy twist, right hand down, left hand high. Take a slow inhale. Lizard lunge, exhale, left hand down inside your left foot as you toe heel your foot out to the left edge of your mat. And then gently start to soften into whatever expression of lizard lunge you'd like to take on this second side. Can you try to make this expression mirror what you took on the first side? For some of us, that'll be easy enough. And for some of us, it's going to be really different. You're going to sense a really strong asymmetry in the body, and that is okay. Do what you need to do to feel even from side to side. Give yourself the next few breaths here to deepen into this pose. Slowly making your way back to your active lizard lunge. Come to the palms of your hands. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Keep your left foot where it is. Inhale. Malasana, exhale, yogi squat. Right foot steps outside right hand as you once again sink your hips deep. Take a second here. Once again, find that foot placement where both heels can stay rooted down. Once more, let your sits bones pull towards the earth, the crown of your head, lift up high. Take a slow breath in. And a slower breath out. Press through your feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach to the sky. Forward fold. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Come down. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Palms down. Step both feet back. Move high plank to low. Inhale to open up your chest. Exhale, send your hips back. Downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Step all the way through, come down to a seat on your bum. So we're gonna take a second here and build a little bit more core strength together. Setting up for a boat pose. Bring your feet to the earth, knees tented, reach down beneath your buns, pull out any extra flesh so that your sits bones can root down. Hands grab softly behind your knees, lean back. When you feel your belly catch, pause. Keep pulling your abdomen back towards your spine and then lift your feet. So you're balancing here on your sits bones. Release your fingertips towards the front of your space. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Finding movement. Inhale, low boat. Open up. Hover your shoulders and heels. Exhale, high boat. Squeeze right back up. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, high boat. Inhale, low. Exhale, high. Two more. Yes, you can. Inhale, take it low. Exhale, lift back up one more time. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, high boat. Let your feet come back to the earth. Whew. From there, go ahead and spin 1/4 turn to face the long edge of your mat. From here, you're going to open your legs up into a straddle. And what I'm going to recommend here is not coming into the deepest straddle that you are capable of taking, because it makes the work that your quads are about to have to do that much harder. Take a slightly smaller angle through your thighs. Starting with the right leg, take your left palm to the ground in front of your crotch. Take your right hand to the ground behind your right hip. From here, activate that right foot, draw your belly in towards your spine. Inhale, lift your right heel off the ground. Exhale, lower it back down. Give that right quadricep space a second to realize what the heck's going on. We're gonna do that 4 more times on the right side. Press into your hands. Inhale, lift the right foot. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift the right foot. Exhale, lower it down 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. If your right quadriceps are cramping, go ahead and give them a little love. Very common, mine are too. You are not alone. All right, we've got 1 more side to work through. So now your right palm comes to the ground in front of your groin. Left palm to the ground outside that left hip. Flex your left ankle, keep that foot super active. Inhale, lift the left heel. Exhale, lower it back down. Give yourself a second, let that process. We'll do it 4 more times. Press through the hands. Inhale, lift your left heel. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Give those left quadriceps a little love here. And then take your straddle a little bit wider. So maybe you go as wide as you can. Maybe you go just a little bit wider than you just were. Take a big breath in, lift up through your chest. Feet stay flexed. Exhale. Can you reach your hands out in front of you? If you are super bendy and you want to lower down to your elbows, go for it. Otherwise, just focus on pressing down through your fingerprints, reaching through your heart. Look right at your right toes, look left at your left toes. Make sure all 10 of them are facing straight up to the ceiling. Take 1 more big breath in. And then open mouth, exhale, let it go. Slowly walk your hands back towards your body. Close your legs together. Make your way back to a down dog facing the front edge of your mat. So take that quarter turn back the direction you came from, palms down, feet down, hips high. Take a moment here, reconnect with your breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Here we go. Inhale, right heel high, 3-legged dog. Scorpion tail, exhale, open your hip, right knee stacks over that right hip as you pull your heel towards your bum. Feel that stretch through the front of your right thigh, alleviating any of that tension that may have just built up from those leg lifts. Take 1 more breath in, lift your kneecap a little bit higher. Exhale, runner's lunge. Step your right foot straight through your hands. Standing split. Inhale, left toes to the sky. Exhale, runner's lunge. Left toes touch back down. High crescent lunge. Inhale, rise up. Stand nice and tall. Cactus the elbows. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise up. Warrior 2. Exhale, open left. Reverse warrior, right palm between shoulder blades. Extended side angle, right armpit to right knee. Inhale, take that left hand high, listen carefully. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Spin down between your feet. Turn your right toes to face the same direction as your left. Let your head hang heavily here. Take a couple breaths. Hands settle beneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift halfway, long spine. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Bend your left knee, sink your hips low towards your left heel. Right toes turn to face the sky, your right knee straight. Your left heel can be lifted here, doesn't matter, but focus on drawing your belly in order to tuck your tailbone, lift up high through the crown of your head. Hands can stay on the earth for stability or find a placement at heart center. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, runner's lunge to the top of your mat. Square off over that right leg. Easy twist. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Look up. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Right hand down, right foot back. Go high plank to low. All the way back to your downward facing dog. We've got one more side. Take a slow breath in and a slower breath out. Inhale, left heel rises, three-legged dog. Scorpion tail, exhale, bend your left knee, stack your hips, left knee over left hip over right hip. Feel your heel squeeze towards your bum. Inhale, lift your left knee just a little bit higher, open through your hip flexors. Exhale, runner's lunge, step your left foot through your hands. Standing split, inhale, right foot to the sky. Exhale, bring those right toes right back down. High crescent lunge, inhale, lift up. Baby back bend, exhale, cactus your elbows. Inhale, lift up nice and high. Warrior two, exhale, open right. Reverse warrior, inhale, left palm between your shoulder blades. Exhale, extended side angle, armpit to knee. Take that right hand high, inhale, reach up. Wide-legged forward fold, exhale, circle that right arm down and around, pivot your chest between your legs. Left toes turn to face the same direction as your right. Let your head hang for a couple breaths. Hands draw to the ground beneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift up halfway. Skandasana to the back of your mat. Exhale, bend your right knee, sink your hips low, turn your left toes to face the sky. Take a second here to find your positioning, whatever feels right for your body. Hands can be down or to heart, and then hug in through your belly. Feel the length of your spine. Sit bones pull down, crown pulls up. One more breath in. Runner's lunge to the top of your mat. Exhale. Easy twist. Inhale, left hand high. Look up towards your thumb. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Left hand down, left foot back. Come all the way back to your downward facing dog. Take a gentle breath in. Exhale, lower your shins down to the earth. Have a seat. So we are pretty open through our hips at this point, or at least that's the goal. I know my hips feel much more open than they did. But in order to work into compass pose, there's a lot that goes on through the chest and shoulders. So we're going to take a second to create a little bit more space there. All right, so coming into any seat that works for you. You can even sit up on a block. You can crisscross applesauce the legs. It matters not. Take a slow breath in. Reach both hands up into the air. Bend your left elbow and wrap your hand around your right elbow. Cool. From here, so you've already got your left elbow pulling back behind your head, right? Reach up high through your right fingertips. Inhale. Exhale to start leaning your right hand to your right at a diagonal so that you're dragging your left upper arm behind your head. We're going to just hang out here for a moment. You should be feeling this stretch kind of all the way around the capsule of your left shoulder. If this does not feel good in any way, shape, or form, you can take your strap around that right elbow instead and hold on to the strap with the left hand, right? So you can utilize that strap to make this movement a little bit more realistic if it's not at this point. Take just 2 more breaths here. And then gently draw your right hand back up to the sky. Release both arms down to your sides and just give those shoulders a couple circles. We got to switch to do the other side here in just a sec. Alrighty, inhale, send both hands up into the air. This time, right elbow bends as you wrap your right hand around your left elbow. Check to make sure that that right arm is pulled back behind your head. Inhale, lift high through your left fingertips. Exhale, lean that left arm over at a diagonal so that you get that stretch all the way around the right shoulder joint. Again, use a strap if a strap makes this movement better for your body. Give yourself a few breaths here. Maybe that left arm begins to tick down a little bit further as you find the space in the right shoulder. Gently start to lift your left hand back up. Release both hands back to the ground. Take another shimmy shake out with those shoulders. And then one last time, make your way back to your downward facing dog. Palms find the ground, hips find the sky. Take a big breath in and let that breath slowly go. Right heel rises. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step straight through runner's lunge, foot between your hands. Standing split. Inhale, left foot to the sky. Here's where we change. Keep your hands grounded on the earth or on any props that you're using here. Take a big inhale, lift your left foot a little higher. Shiva squat, exhale, bend both knees as you drag the left knee behind the right ankle. Inhale, come back up to that standing split. Exhale, Shiva squat, cross left leg behind right. Inhale, standing split. Last time, Shiva squat, exhale, cross, and then sit down with your legs in this same position. So what you wind up with is your right knee bent up and over, your right foot is flat to the ground outside your left knee, and your left heel is outside your right hip. Check in with your sit bones here. If your right sit bone is peeling up, go ahead and extend your left leg out in front of you. Let your right sit bone root into the earth. Take your right hand to the ground behind your tush. Inhale, lift your left fingertips up into the sky. Exhale, twist. Left elbow to right knee, open through the chest. Give yourself a few breaths here. With every inhale, can you get a little bit taller? With every exhale, can you draw your navel in and maybe take that twist a slight bit deeper? 2 more breaths. Gently unwind, come back to face the front of your mat. If you straightened out the left knee for that half Lord of the Fishes twist, bend it again. Bring your left heel outside your right hip. So here we are setting up for our compass pose. If you are tight through any part of your hip, thighs, or shoulders, you will likely want a strap here. And even if you're not, there's a really good chance you'll want a strap. It's a big move for the body. So if you're going to be using a strap, you'll just want to be able to fold it about in half. It doesn't need to be an exact science. That way you've got some sort of loop here that you can make use of. So what we're going to start out with is take hold of your right foot with your left hand by wrapping your palm around the pinky side of your foot. So your right hand grabs the pinky toe side, excuse me, your left hand grabs the pinky toe side of your right foot. From here, bend your left elbow, draw that right knee back behind your right shoulder. Take your right hand in front of your right hamstring so your fingertips come down to the ground. In order to work into a full compass pose, I'll show you what it looks like here, and then you can choose if you're making use of that strap. If not, just bend that right leg and thread your head underneath your left arm in order to pull that left arm back behind you and extend that right leg fully. That is a lot to ask of the body. In that instance, you'll take your strap around the left foot. So that strap is now right foot. I'm having a difficult time right and left because I'm opposite on my own screen. So you'll wrap that strap around the pinky toe side of your right foot. And then you've got all this length of material to work with. Once again, thread that right arm in front of your right thigh, fingertips to the earth. And then with the strap, slowly begin to extend your left leg. And you can see here, I'm able to get that extension and my hand and foot are several feet away from each other, right? That's all you're looking for. Wherever you are here in this pose, find a position that's sustainable enough for you to take 2 full breaths. If extending the leg at all doesn't feel right, you can keep that right knee bent. Your 2 breaths are your 2 breaths. And then gently release. Take any little wiggles or movements that you need to do to reset the body, and then make your way back to your downward facing dog for the very last time. Palms come to the earth, hips lift up into the air. Take a slow breath in. And a slower breath out. Left heel rises. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, runner's lunge. Step straight through. Standing split. Inhale, kick your right foot to the sky. Let your hands stay grounded on anything that you need to here. Big breath in, lift your right heel a little higher. Shiva squat, exhale, bend both knees, drag right knee behind left calf. Inhale, standing split, right foot lifts back up. Exhale, Shiva squat, sink low. Inhale, standing split, last time through. Exhale, Shiva squat, keep squatting all the way until you sit your butt down. So here we are setting up on the second time. You've got your left foot outside your right knee, your right heel outside your left hip. If the left hip won't connect to the ground, kick your right leg out in front of you. This time your left hand is your kickstand. Inhale, lift your right hand up into the sky. Exhale, find your twist, right elbow hooks to left knee as you start to gaze over your left shoulder. Give yourself 3 breaths here. Inhale to lengthen upward. Exhale to twist over that left shoulder. 2 more times. Breathe in and out. Once more. Slowly unwind. Come back to face the front of your mat. If you extended that right leg for the twist, bend it again. Bring your right heel back outside your left hip. From here, we're setting up for compass pose on our second side. So your right hand will wrap around and grab the pinky toe edge of your left foot. You'll bend the right elbow as you draw that left knee back. Thread your left arm in front of your left hamstring. Bring your fingerprints down. From here, you're either holding on to the blade edge of that right foot and extending through, maintaining that bind, or you are taking hold of your strap or the stand-in for your strap, and you are trying to make that same move from a more comfortable distance. Again, give yourself a second to toy around with this. It does not need to be pretty or perfect, and it doesn't even need to feel like you're anywhere close to it, because that's not the point. The final expression of the pose is not the point. The process of getting there is. So as you find that sustainable position, take 2 more full breaths. And then gently start to unwind, come out of the pose. Take one of those full body shimmy shakes, loosen up anything that feels weird here, and then lay on down to your back. We'll start winding this practice down with our last 6 minutes. So as your spine makes contact with the earth, bend your knees, walk your heels nice and close in towards your bum. Feet are planted to the earth, slowly press down through your heels. Inhale, bridge pose, lift your hips up and away from the ground. Finding that stretch once again through your quadriceps, through your hip flexors. Can you soften the engagement of your glutes? And then pull your belly in, utilizing the press down of your feet to lift your hips 1 inch higher. Take 2 more breaths here. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, slowly surrender your hips back down to the earth. Bend your knees further, draw your thighs, chest, give yourself a little squeeze. Interlace both of your hands on top of your right knee. Extend your left leg all the way out to the top edge of your mat. Take a big inhale as you squeeze your right knee tight towards your shoulder. Exhale, supine twist. Let your right knee fall over your body towards the left side of your space. Press evenly down through both of your shoulder blades. Let your collarbones open wide. And perhaps you start to tilt your gaze over to the right. You just take a couple more breaths here. Slowly inhale your way back to center. Draw both of your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze to reset. And then interlace both hands on top of your left shin. Extend your right heel all the way out to the edge of your top edge of your mat. Breathe in deeply as you hug your left knee tight towards your armpit. Exhale, supine spinal twist. Let your left knee fall over your belly towards the right side of your space. One more time, open through your chest as you actively drive your shoulder blades into the earth below you. Maybe your gaze starts to fall to the left as you take your last couple breaths here. Gently come back through center. Both knees hug in towards your chest. Happy baby pose. Tilt your feet to face the sky. Reach up between your knees. Grab a hold of your feet from the pinky toe side. And then as your thighs open wide to frame your rib cage, you can start to rock a little bit here, side to side, finding a little bit of softness through that fleshy outer hip space here. Taking the last 2 active breaths of our practice just to explore the territory of your happy baby. Find your way to stillness. Release the hold of your feet and then draw your thighs together at your chest. Wrap both of your arms securely around your shins. Curl up tight into a ball here, chin to chest. Forehead towards knees. Feel your belly compress as your spine opens one more time. Take a slow, steady breath in. Exhale, Shavasana. Release your entire body heavy and long to the ground. Legs kick out in front of you, arms draped softly at your sides. Take a swallow here and then relax your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Let your jaw soften. Bottom teeth separating away from your top teeth. And for the next moment or so, just let yourself embrace the stillness that is this final resting pose. If you have the gift of time this Monday evening, I invite you to remain in Shavasana for however long you may want to be here. If you feel ready to move on with the rest of your night, softly begin to reawaken your physical body. Allow your breaths to become a little deeper. Start to find tiny movements, perhaps a wiggle of your fingers or your toes to start. Gently allowing those breaths to get a little bit fuller and your movements to in turn get a little bit bigger. And after a few moments and breaths have passed and you feel that energy starting to build even more fully and cascade through your entire body, can you take a great big good morning stretch? Reach your hands up and overhead, point your toes to the top of your mat. Take a slow, steady inhale, feel the expansion through your abdomen. Exhale, draw your knees one more time into your chest. Give yourself one final embrace. Thanking this incredible body of yours for showing up this evening, for everything it is now or will one day be capable of. And then in any manner that works for you, find your way to a comfortable seat. As you're in that seat, can you let your sits bones root down, the crown of your head extend proudly up. Send your hands into the sky overhead, let your palms connect. And gently bring those hands down, thumbs past your third eye for wisdom, your lips for peace, and your heart for love. To each one of you who came to your mats and practiced this virtual yoga with us this evening, thank you. This is a totally weird scenario, but I love that we are able to still come together and do this, because from our own mats, miles and miles apart, we find a little bit of community. Thank y'all so much, and namaste. If you guys have any feedback for me, any questions, any comments, anything at all, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. I don't know who just said that.
Chris.
Oh, hey, Chris, there you are. Most people don't have their cameras on, so I just heard a disparate voice, and I was like, where's that coming from? Disembodied voice that I meant. All right, well, thank you guys. If you need anything from me, don't hesitate to reach out. I'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock and Thursday night at 5:30. Otherwise, just enjoy the rest of your Monday, the rest of your week. Namaste, you guys.